to all you space engineers out there. Commander Kingfish here, and it is day 27 on our mission to build a moon base. So, in today's episode, I'm hoping, in the last episode, we managed to get the control room started. What I want to do is be able to build out somewhat of a control room. There would be when the ships come in, they would come in and down through that corridor up there and then end up into some sort of reception type area here and maybe a pilot's lounge. Kind of think of this, we're building a moon base,
low,
but think of this as more like a truck stop. So the pilots will fly in, they'll be able to fuel up, which is what we did up above here, putting in a fueling station. I'm going to eventually have a repair area for ships that they can come in and dock and then be able to get repaired. Down in over this way, I want to be able to go deeper and build over into this crater. As far as having pilot lounges or places for them to spend the night, crew, for this area, for this basically truck stop, have them be able to, have their crew quarters and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be working on today, is actually all of that stuff. But I want to try to get some more of this done here. So try to get the control room, the reception area, that sort of thing done today, and get this to where it is airtight, so that that's all squared away, and then start building this area out. And then again, this is all going to be airtight. I'll probably down in the crew quarters have a separate system. It'll be tied in, it'll be able to pull its ice in, and I think I have we come up here, I probably should put a different type of connector in there, maybe a four-way junction, so that I can run ice over down into the crew quarters, so that that will be oxygen. So that ends up being like a backup. So in case something goes wrong in one of the areas, then
energy critical.
There'll still be two different areas of oxygen. So let me get started. I guess first thing I got to do is get charged up, and so let me do that. And then I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Well, just to give you a little bit of an update, I've kind of got this room done. It's not done, but I've got it sealed. At least it's supposed to be sealed. And when I run into a problem here, and I'm trying to figure it out, why my air vent is pumping off and on like that. So if I go into here, I've got everything set exactly the same way that I do. So like if we look at this air vent, kind of see it is pulsating, room pressure, but I'm not sure why it's doing that. And so I need to kind of do some looking at why that is kind of clicking off and on. The only other thing I can think of, I don't have my refineries going, so my power supply should be more than enough. If we go over here and let's look at the control panel, if we look at our batteries are depleting a little bit. That's because of the sun is down. What I could do is turn the hydrogen engines on. So let's do that. Let's see what happens if I turn these on. And that might have been it. So apparently, if we go back over to the air vent, no, it's still doing it. Still clicking off on and on. It says the area is sealed, which it is. So I'm not sure. I'll have to try to figure that out. That's what I'm going to be working on next right here, trying to get that, because what I'd like to do is get to where I don't have to go up to the ship to get charged up, and I can get my air and hydrogen down here, which also means I need to put in a hydrogen tank. So I will do that as well, which I think I could fit one in right here. So that should work, and then that way I can keep my hydrogen bottles filled up and that sort of thing. So just wanted to kind of give you a bit of an update, making some progress here, but coming into problems as well. So once I kind of get some things figured out, I'll catch back up with you. Okay, well, to give you a little bit of an update, that problem that I had, it was, once I turned the hydrogen engines on, it stopped doing that pulsating, and I think it was pulling energy, and those batteries just wasn't, I guess, producing enough energy at one shot. With the hydrogen engines running, it seems to be fine now. So I'll have to take a look at that as I continue to build more things out. I did add a hydrogen tank, so now I can get hydrogen here as I need it. And then of course I got the oxygen. This is so if we do this and I swing around like this, I don't know if you can, well, I don't have any lights in here. I'll let me put some lights up, and then we'll flip up the visor, but we'll be able to do that. And I also, just so that I don't have to keep going back to the ship, I just put a little table and chairs here, since this is actually going to eventually be a kind of a sitting area anyway for the pilots when they come in. I can get my energy here, so now I don't have to constantly be running back up to the ship or flying back up to the ship to get charged up. I have another spot right here. All right, let's get up and out of here. And then I don't have the sensors programmed yet, but that's the next step. And then I'm going to program those sensors so that those doors open automatically as I come in and out. And then the next step after that will be to start working and get this area down over here sealed in so that I'm not losing oxygen as I'm going in and out this door. So that'll be one of the next step. Decorating and stuff like that will come later, but yeah, I'm making some progress here. So once I get those sensors in place and I get more of that next room done, I'll catch back up with you. Well, just to give you a little bit of an update, again, I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. I have to have those hydrogen engines on, and I didn't realize it, how much power, but if we go down here and say look at the ore tap that I put in, that area down there, let's see, ore tap, pipeline, right here, ore tap. It takes 2 megawatts, and right now it says it's producing 1 kilowatt. But I think that's pulling a lot of power in, so I'm going to have to maybe do another analysis on how much power I got. I didn't want to have those hydrogen engines going all the time. Of course, I did get these sensors all done. So I don't have to open that. But you can hear these hydrogen engines are really noisy. But if I have them shut off, then my vent starts pulsating. So the amount of power that it's sucking in. So I'm going to have to do some adjustments on that. I also want to get an LCD screen set up down there. I can kind of then see where all my power is being pulled in from. But yeah, that's going to be an issue. And maybe we're to the point now that I need to start finding uranium, and we start looking at putting in some nuclear reactors on here. Because obviously those solar panels will work, and I've got those battery backups, those capacitors. But we're going to need a lot more power for this base. So I might have to, let's go around this way. What I might have to do is build out the power room, build out the power in this direction, and then maybe start putting in, nuclear reactors over here. And so that this whole section ends up being the power supply. With that, I can't go too high because of the solar panels, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to need to go that high. So we'll see. But something to start worrying about. Alright, I just kind of wanted to give you an update on where I was at. I have made some progress here, and I am pretty happy with it. Let me see if I can get a little bit more done before it is time to quit. And what I'd like to do is kind of start getting this room here built out, and so we can start getting this sealed up, and then I can start planning on this, on digging out on how I'm going to have that room come out down through here. So I had to shorten the ceiling on this to keep this sealed in, and I'm going to have to do the same thing over here. Yeah, I can actually, let's see, do I have steel on me? So let's do this. Turn this away. Dang it, I want to go forward. So we're going to want to fill this in. That'll be like that. Goes there. I also got to start getting some lighting into this place. So that'll fill that out to there. The floor's going to come across here. Like that. And I'm going to have to drill this out. Well, you kind of get the idea of what's going on here. So let me see if I can't get this somewhat cleared out in here and start getting this sealed in. And then we can start focusing on building out a corridor. But let me get this kind of dug out, and maybe we can get this all blocked in. So I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Well, I think I'm about to have to wrap things up today. Let's kind of take a look at what we got done. I got the sliding doors in and the sensors all in, so those are functional. I've got this room all airtight down here, and I actually got a place to sit down and get charged up, so I don't have to keep going back up to the ship. And so we did get I've got oxygen and hydrogen, so if we actually go in here, although I am down at 91%, I can actually fill. Well, shoot, I thought that should. Oh, I think I know what I gotta do. If I click on auto refill. That, yeah, I think that's it. I just didn't have the auto refill on. So I can charge my hydrogen bottles down here, and I can get oxygen and all of that. I also got this room enclosed in, so I think I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with all of this area right in here. Well, one thing, I have to put a medical bay in, and I don't know if I'm going to try to do 2 stories in here. So if I can run blocks across or some sort of flooring. Kind of getting spoiled in Space Engineers 2, because I would be able to just put some flooring in and still have all of that space. So I've got to be a little judicious in how I place blocks, since it's going to consume a whole block area. But I've got this done. I've got this area done down here, and so I've got this is all airtight, and so it's sealed in. And then I'm on my way to, so if we do this, let's close that off. I can start putting in my tunnel or corridor going down into where I want to build crew quarters and stuff like that. So I think that's, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot that we got done today, but it actually was quite a bit of building. I learned that I need to kind of take a look at my power, and so I think next episode I'm going to start working on LCD panels so that I can see just how much power is being used and where, and what have to start maybe researching for uranium, exploring for that, and see if we can't start getting something set up so that we can produce nuclear power. So we are going to need a lot more power. I've got a lot of ideas that I want to build out for the base here. I've got to build out another platform coming out over this way for larger ships for docking, and then on the other side I want to put in like a repair area, so they can bring their ships in and they can have their ships repaired over in another area over on the other side. So that's to come in the future though, for sure. Alright, well, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It will really help out the video. And please subscribe. That'll really help out the channel. Alright, all you space engineers out there, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everyone.